Welcome back to The Explainer. Today, we're tackling a real titan of literature, Goethe's Faust. And we're going to zero in on this really surprising detour he takes, one that honestly holds the key to the whole thing. So, you probably know the basic story, right? It's one of the most famous plots in all of literature. A brilliant scholar makes a deal with the devil for, ultimate knowledge and experience. Goethe was definitely pulling from the old Faust legend and, of course, from Christopher Marlowe's famous play, Dr. Faustus. It's that classic, juicy tale of ambition and temptation. But here's where it gets really interesting. Why, in the middle of all this, does his journey suddenly take this sharp turn, all the way to ancient Greece? I mean, what's that about? Well, let's get into it, because this is the key. This unexpected pivot from a German folktale to a full-blown classical epic is what makes this play so much more than just a simple story. All right, so first things first, let's do a quick recap of part one. This is the Faust we all think we know, and it's the foundation for everything that comes later. So part one is exactly what you'd expect. It's set in this dark, kind of Gothic German world. It's all very personal, very focused on Faust's inner despair. He's this brilliant scholar who's just fed up. He's sick of his books, he feels like he knows nothing about real life, so he makes that fateful pact with the demon Mephistopheles. And what follows is this tragic, very personal story, especially the heartbreaking romance with Gretchen. Okay, so just when you think you've got a handle on it, right? You think, this is a classic morality play about sin and redemption, and then bam, Goethe throws this enormous curveball in part two. Yeah, the entire focus just pivots. It's a total change of scenery. We're leaving that cramped, tragic world of Faust's personal sins behind, and instead, we're off on this grand, sprawling journey through time, through myth, through history itself. So, where do Faust and his demonic guide Mephistopheles end up? Well, their journey takes them straight into the heart of Greek mythology. It's a world that could not be more different from the one we just left. So, what's the big mission here? It's a quest for Helen of Troy. But look, this is no simple task. To even get to her, Faust has to go on this epic journey. He has to travel to the underworld itself to confront these mysterious, super powerful goddesses that are only called the Mothers. They're the ones who hold the key to bringing this ideal of beauty back into the world of the living. Now, this is absolutely crucial to get. Helen isn't just a character or a love interest. She's an idea. She's the literal embodiment of perfect classical beauty. She represents this aesthetic, universal ideal. And that tells you everything about how Faust's quest has changed. He's moved way beyond the personal, earthly desires of part one. Now he's chasing something much, much bigger. And his whole journey from here on out is just packed with these classical encounters. I mean, he travels to ancient Sparta, he's interacting with a whole host of mythical beasts, spirits, and demigods. He is totally immersed in this ancient, legendary world. Eventually, this journey leads them to Arcadia. This is like the Greek mythological version of paradise, this perfect, harmonious, natural world. And get this, Faust and Helen actually have a son there. It's this incredibly powerful symbol, right? It's the union of his modern, restless, striving spirit with the pure harmony of the classical ideal. I mean, you can't get much further away from the dark, grim world of part one. Okay, so all of this brings us back to the big question. Why? Why did Goethe do this? What's the point of taking this German legend and smashing it right into Greek mythology? It seems so random, but it's not. What Goethe is doing here is creating this incredible contrast. He's putting two massive ideas side by side. On one hand, you have the Germanic world from part one. It's all about sin, morality, and faith. It's Gothic and confined. On the other, you have the classical world of part two, focused on beauty, art, and humanism. It's epic and expansive. It's basically a dialogue between two foundational pillars of Western culture. So this journey through Greece isn't just some random side quest. It's everything for Faust's development as a character. We see him evolving right before our eyes. He's moving past his own selfish desires for pleasure and personal knowledge, and he's starting to strive for something universal, an appreciation for beauty, for history, for art itself. All right, so let's tie this all together. How does this detour build up to the play's ultimate message? Because this blending of worlds, this is really what Faust is all about.
by bringing in this entire classical world. Goethe elevates the story from a simple morality play to something, well, monumental. It's not just about one guy's soul anymore. It's about humanity's endless, restless drive to learn, to create, and to experience everything.
And this really gets at the two kinds of knowledge that Faust is chasing this whole time. Remember, at the very beginning, he was miserable because he had maxed out on one kind, knowledge from books, from scholarship. This whole journey through Greece, that's his pursuit of the other kind of knowledge, direct, worldly experience. It's the kind of wisdom that you could never, ever get from a dusty old library. So in the end, the ultimate wisdom in Faust isn't about choosing one world over the other. It's not morality versus beauty or faith versus reason. Nope. It's about the constant striving to unite them. The real wisdom is found in the struggle itself and trying to bring all these different parts of human experience together. And that really leaves us with a powerful question to think about, doesn't it? If true wisdom comes from the sum of all our experiences, what worlds might be missing from our own journeys? Goethe's telling us that real understanding doesn't come from picking one lane. It comes from embracing the entire complex and sometimes messy range of human history and culture.